They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And some room to roam now. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visiting Saints who got the victory then, so they'll look for the season sweep here in New Orleans. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. The Saints had 11-5 on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And the offense last week, they certainly have things humming because if you can run up 40-plus points a game, you certainly take a lot of pressure off of your defense, and you're not going to lose very often.
The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Being chased out left. Touchdown, Saints! Keenan Allen, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Lutz for the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true. Last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that
one. Now Newton. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. So the pitch and catch good for 11, and that'll bring up second down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
On second down, here's a run with Hubbard. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. This defense for the Saints, they were quite formidable when they went over Philly a week ago.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They call it a loss of a yard there. And it'll be fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. Back deep, a Louisiana native, Jarvis Landry. This is taken at the 18. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back.
And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why would
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Back to throw here. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one goes for 30 yards.
So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady.
And this is going to be intercepted.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
Alontae Taylor in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Newton got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Straight ahead with Hubbard.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want. And other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Newton. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rally to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every...
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. So this is something we didn't see it all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
7-7, our score after one.
The score tied 7-7.
32 now. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown.
Chris Olave.
A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Saints have taken the lead.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Off play action, Newton.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Well, we've seen quarterbacks get away with throwing the ball on the run, no doubt. But this, Charles, I think you'd agree, not the best of throws.
And listen, you're not always going to have a clean pocket to step up with the proper mechanics and deliver the football.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill. 26 yards.
And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leaders...
And this is caught at the 20.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
A big play there for Carolina. 58 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Cam's throw here into the hands of Moore.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Cam goes out wide quickly.
Touchdown, Panthers.
Terrace Marshall.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Panthers have cut it back within a score.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, that's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
A big-time play there for New Orleans. 41 yards.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4.
But when the ball snapped from the 3 down near the goal line, I think in days gone by, we thought many teams would run the football, but on third down in today's game, I expect them to throw it. A little counterintuitive there. They tried to run it, instead spilled for a loss.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. They
incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Again, Newton to keep it. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw, Newton. He's got the connection to Moore. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 32-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Newton. Throw left side, complete. That's Moore. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. From the red zone now, Newton. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple of weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Looking deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And it's taken in at the 9. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Hubbard.
Oh, able to avoid him. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he is finishing off the regular season with a bang.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Newton. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
They fake the give. Newton. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
And the Saints are going to have it here just past the 25.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They go play action here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
3rd and short. They'll try and pick it up through the air. Over the middle, it's complete.
And he is going to have a Saints first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
He finds his target, Allen. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A very solid gain of 27.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself.
And the Saints have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond. Not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. That's what they've done all game long.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start with...
You spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat gon' have no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Fish came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent, ain't sold a million records yet. Used to be on my checklist, big diamond.